Hi there, I am Tim. I am an energy practitioner and coach. I'm a spiritual intuitive, and I know that it's my role, my purpose here on earth to help others in their spiritual growth on their journey, to know their gifts and talents, to encourage them and to build them up, help them to release their past very heavy issues from this life or other lives, so that they can grow and be very light and ascend and be fully awakened and their consciousness raise. And so that's going to also help the planet to raise in its consciousness, in the collective consciousness, and also the density of the earth to lighten, moving us towards the 5D realm. So this is all part of my story, my spiritual growth and experiences of my life up to date. And I am still, I'm back on the Yahara River in Madison, and it is lovely. I'm on my hammock. It is late in the afternoon, early evening. And for this session, which might be short, but it's about my ability to connect with those who have passed. And strangely, one day at work, my girlfriend called, and she never calls, especially at work. So it was strange, and I took the call, and she was actually very emotional and crying, and one of her cousins had passed, and he was quite young. He was in his mid to late 50s. And she said, so can you connect? Can you reach out to him, right now? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll try. And so I calmed myself and connected and reached out to him. His name is Jeff, and I got the sense of a name Mary. And I'm like, does that mean anything to you, Mary? She's like, no, what are you picking up? I'm like, so Mary was there when he passed, and Mary was helping him to move through the transition from this plane and earthly back into his true energetic spiritual self, and then back to source. So he wasn't alone, and she was right there. And my girlfriend's like, well, that doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know who that is. So I think, I don't know, later that night or another time, we asked her mom, like, who would Mary be to Jeff? And she said, oh, that's his grandmother. Why? And so, we told the story of what Sarah had asked me to do, and what I had gotten in my reach out, I guess. And she's like, really? So I'm like, yeah. And then I know we ended up seeing the mother and father of Jeff at some point, and I told them as well that, what I had connected and found out, so that to bring some peace to them, that he's fine, and he felt bad to leave them with the farm. And there was also something about the crops or the seed or something that they were talking about buying, and it wasn't finished, and he felt bad about leaving that for them and leaving so suddenly. So it was a help to them, obviously, to know that he was at peace, and that his grandmother was waiting for him to help transition. And then so my girlfriend's dad passed recently, and so I had connected and been asked to connect as well for that, and picked up that his mother actually would be the one that would meet him, so that he wasn't, I guess, freaked out or whatever, but did, and shared that with my girlfriend and her mom prior, actually, to his death, and to the father. And after his passing, my girlfriend wanted to ask her mom if she would like me to do a session and try to connect with Dad, which I did. And then, he had a number of things to say, and then in saying goodbye, then the mom really had a lot of questions, which I'm sure we'll do another session, but it was very touching to see her connect, and she is not awakened, and there's a lot now happening with her since the passing, and really since me in her life. And that session too, because so the dad was Chuck, and he was telling her that there's so much is different than what they thought, and for her to keep her mind open. So that was kind of fun. And we did have a session in our training too, that to try to reach out to our classmates, someone deceased. And so I remember my session was with Kelly, and all I could see was this woman figure in like a baking white apron, and she's like, "Oh, that's my grandma." And so then, Grandma had a few things to say. Kelly is a vocal artist in a band, and really wasn't feeling confident. And so Grandma had a number of things to say for her to feel confident and support her granddaughter, even from the other side, which we're all connected at all times, everywhere. And that's the message I'm bringing, and I'm to share, so that people understand that. And if you need help with that, please reach out. I would love to help you and have a session with you. So until later, thanks for watching, listening, and much love, peace, and blessings to you. Bye-bye.